birthday day. It's
Oh, that's
pretty
fire.
fire, son. It's pretty fire.
Leon
Pretty
Thomas.
fire.
Leon Thomas. Why do I know that name?
Dope ass singer.
Is that the I need dollars is what I need, dude? Or am I getting
Damn,
it confused?
now you got me guessing. I have no idea, but that's all right. We finna find out. We finna find out. So listen, to start this show off, the question for the chat, in case you didn't see.
Oh, Leon Thomas, that's my homeboy.
Damn.
That's my homie.
So shout out to him for being homeboy. Shout out to you for being a horrible homeboy and not knowing
he calls himself something else also. So I didn't know that was his real name. He was on a show with Ariana Grande. He cold, bro, as a producer.
Yeah.
Dog, he could sing. He cold as a producer though. Like
I didn't know that part.
He fire, bro.
Well, the single is incredible, man. So shout out to Cosign. Also, middle finger to Cosign today for having me so tired. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Now, this morning I posted something on the chat, and I want everybody to post their answer down here in the chat. And it's the classic. It's the classic question, but the answers change every now and again. So the framing of this time is your studio is about to be destroyed. Your laptop and hard drives are safe. What is the one piece of music equipment that you are going to take before being destroyed? You can only take one, and your laptop and hard drives are already safe. What are you taking? Your studio is about to hit the apocalypse. You can only save one. What gear do you love the most?
That's a good question. I saw that post this morning, and I saw a good answer from Quintendo. I was like, oh, that was a good one.
Oh, what did he say? I didn't see the answer.
Quintendo said, I'm just taking the insurance money. I'm just going to claim it. It's like, good point. Good point. I'm not mad at that.
Quintendo, did you say what you were actually going to save, though?
For me, it's a little weird, bro, because that's pretty much my setup. so outside of that, I don't really have much to save. I mean, I guess my monitors, if I just had to.
You know what? That's a good answer right there. That's actually a good answer. You got it. Yeah, you got to save the monitors.
Hey, shout out to my boy Samo, man. Shout out to Samo. Shout out to Young Puneet, dog. Always man, friends Samo of the show.
Puneet, yes, sir.
Always friends of the show, man.
Yes,
always
sir.
Good seeing my broskies.
Back there, day one, Quintendo said he would save the machine. That's a good joint. Shout out to Prentice too. Yeah, Prentice is here.
Yes, sir.
My answer has not changed, but go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, guys, if y'all hear random stuff in the background, they came to work on the crib randomly, and so if you notice, I'm in a different background. I'm trying to get as far away from the construction area, so hopefully it's not too bad, guys. Please bear with me. You know what I mean?
Man, you all good. It's actually at a low volume.
Okay, cool.
But my answer hasn't changed, bro. I'm bringing the push, and
push
the
boy.
reason why I'm bringing the push is because it serves so many functions. If you think about the push, it can serve as your keyboard. It can serve as your drum pads. If you like drum pads, it serves as a sequencer to your DAW, and it could also serve as a mixing console if you're using Ableton, right? So the push is like the Swiss Army knife of controllers for me. So that's why that's the one that I would take. And I dare to say, out of everything I own, that is the one piece that I use every day, regardless of what I'm doing.
Not mad at that. Can't go wrong with the push.
Yeah, you gotta have that.
Push boys.
Now I'm looking. Hold on, let's see. Anything vintage or discounted, like my old MPCs, I could always grab a new Live or Apollo.
Not
now
mad at
that is true. Not only is that true, that's actually a good viewpoint to have. I've heard several of the homies. Everybody got those homies that are super analog, got every piece of equipment in the world. And I think it was once again, shout out to No ID, super wise GOAT. He really framed having analog gear and vintage equipment as a smart way for producers to invest. Just like you would invest in stocks, just like you would invest in paintings or art or something like that. He's like the analog and old vintage equipment is the exact same thing because there was a limited run and they always appreciate in value. Always. So I'm like, that's pretty smart. So if you go out and cop a whole bunch of analog gear and you just sit on it, the chances of the price of that is never going to go down. It's always going to get more and more expensive. So if you needed a reason to go out and buy some expensive analog gear or some old school hard to find gear, there it is for you right there. It's an investment, just like stocks or paintings.
They mad fungible.
There
mad fungible. Mad. Yeah. That's what we, instead of non-fungible tokens, we need the mad fungible.
Mad fungible. MFT.
They dumb fungible, man.
Dumb fungible. Yeah, you encouraged me to put fungible in my vocabulary more. Somebody said my MPC 3000. Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
Is it a three? Which one is it that is hard to get the parts for now?
Shit, anything before the 2000.
I know Jermaine Dupri, I feel like he's got two of the exact same ones, and one of it's so hard to get parts for. He like just got one of them fixed. Well, this is a while since I've been around him now, since the whole pandemic. But before, he couldn't get the part for it to get it fixed. It was like a whole process. And so he got two just in case one messes up, he could use the other one.
I'm guessing it's the 3000. It's probably pretty hard to find part. Now, if you have an MPC 60 or MPC 62, I imagine it's even harder to get the parts for those. But I've been inspired to go buy some old hard to find gear for sure.
Hey, I ain't gonna cap. The homie Chambers, he got all the keyboards and stuff now. I'm like, I kind of want a keyboard, man. I kind of want to get one.
Hey, listen, go ahead. Someone said never looked at it like that. Yeah, that's a fact. I didn't really play. Like, you kind of know in your mind, like you see things getting expensive. Like if you've seen what an SB1200 is going for now online, it's like outrageous in some places.
It's funny. Ice Cold Beverage says the price of an SB1200 is up to $15K on eBay right now.
That's what I'm saying, fam.
Oh my
That's
God.
what I'm saying. And I'm so mad that I don't have one. But yeah, old equipment, old analog equipment that's hard to find. Great investment. Even though the prices are high now, you might be able to find one. Because the dope thing about it is a lot of them are still being sold by personal buyers, and some people just want to get rid of stuff. So you might come up on a dope ass deal. You never know.
Dang. I didn't even know they was going for that much. That's crazy.
Yes, I'm encouraged. You know what I do want to get though? I have my eye on something, and it's not old analog or vintage. You ever seen the loop deck?
Oh yeah,
dog. I want to get one of those.
Yeah, them joints are fire. Yeah, them joints kind of fire.
You know, and they work for like, you know, any DAW, Ableton, Logic, whatever, works for Photoshop and all that stuff. I think anything with buttons, knobs, and an interface that you could program, you already know that's right up my alley. I'm surprised I didn't buy one yet, but I definitely want to get that.
Yeah, that's kind of fire.
Yes, sir. Young Jerry Nova in the building. What up, bro?
Jerry Nova, what up, bro?
Hey, man, my man Jerry Nova here, man. I hope you're having a better week than Derek Jackson is. I hope all y'all have a better week than Derek Jackson's.
Bro, I didn't know who he was, bro. So I was so confused of
For
why
real?
everybody was going. Yeah, I think I've seen him, but people like that, I just ignore, bro. Like, I try not to. I hate people. Those kind of people, it's just they annoy me. So I just stay far away from them. And but now me understanding who he was and why everybody hates him, it makes it great. I'm not even gonna cap it. It's like excellent. That's an excellent redemption story,
dog,
of karma.
If you, every dude is like victory. It's been a victory for every dude.
Since hit him with the Johnny Bananas, the entourage victory.
Facts. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Justice has been served in that case. Now that's just a whole disgusting thing that everyone knew. All dudes knew were super disgusting. Like the second you saw him, you're like, nah, this dude's disgusting. It took a while. Some women didn't come around, but now everyone knows.
So he's the anti Kevin Samuels. He's like the
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, facts. So let's see. Oh, you say he got his week extra tight. Oh, extra tight. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, brother. All right, man. So outside of that, I saw something crazy today, and this Rich sent me a text this morning that says, I gotta summarize. Rap pioneer Melly Mel says that he could easily out-rap Eminem while saying that Jay-Z and Biggie aren't GOATs. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I respect. Okay, there we go. The hell you say? Look, I respect my hip hop forefathers, and I respect my elders, and all that respect. But at the same time, stop it. That's
yeah, he tripping on that.
Come on, bro.
And y'all know I'm not the biggest Eminem fan, but you saying that's slanderous, dog. That's disrespectful, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like, come on, man. Eminem isn't my favorite, but rap wise, you got to respect the talent. Like Steph Curry isn't my favorite player, but I respect the talent, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Eminem, same way. I respect the talent, and compared to him, again, different age group. You know, I don't really know, but come on, bro. And the Jay-Z thing is slanderous, bro. Like, how dare you, bro?
I'm like, what is a GOAT to you? You can
say something wild.
Easily no one could easily out rap Eminem, number one. And two of the hip hop artists that are definitely, when you mentioned GOATs, they're like two of the first names ever out of the three. And you like, nah, they not GOATs. I'm like, how? What are you talking about, cuz?
These basic.
Yeah, so I ain't gonna lie. I hope you get back on your meds, man. Love everything you've done.
Yeah,
as they say at the airport when soldiers get off the plane, we appreciate your service, but you gotta relax, bro.
He chirping, dog.
Yeah,
he chirping. I'm low key upset, bro. And now I want to know who is his GOAT. Like who if you take Jay-Z and Kanye? What did you say?
Jay-Z and Biggie.
Oh wow, it's even wilder.
Super blasphemous, right?
Yeah.
And listen, while I just know that from the article and the summation of the article that homie sent me, I did not read the entire article. I don't have time for that type of shit. But, bruh, you gotta relax. As far as who his GOATs are, I don't know, but I'm imagining his GOATs are just based off of seniority. They have to be. Like, yo, me and anybody that came
Houdini
in 79 when I was here.
Everybody was on Classic Soul Train. That's who he naming.
Listen, man. Listen, OGs respect the younger generation. Yeah. The younger generation respect the OGs. Like let's not be out here just talking super crazy.
He tripping on that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dwight says, Trezor, your setup looking white, tight, and right. The mic is nice too. What brand? So I had to move to the living room. So if I'm in the living room right now because of construction, and this is just a blue snowball, the cheap boy. It's the $30 boy.
Yeah, I don't think they're 30 anymore though.
True. Oh, yeah, they probably taxed because of the whole pandemic thing.
Yeah. Quintendo says attention is a hell of a drug. You ain't lying. Bruh. And he got that uncut attention. He going for the uncut. He done.
It's like he doing he trying to pull the Quincy Jones where you just say wild stuff, but Quincy Jones so legendary. It's like, who gonna check Quincy Jones? Like,
that's a fact. Yo, Chan Wick, you might have one of the comments of the show. He said, Mom, Uncle Melly using the internet again. That's a fact. I get on here.
He like that dude. Your uncle. You don't want to follow on Facebook, but you got to.
Right.
He gonna say something wild. He's like, "Come on."
Oh man, here come Uncle Melly again. Oh,
comment on girls' posts, and he don't realize that everybody can see it. He shared it.
Facts, bro.
Looking just like your mama. That's the creepiest thing uncles be saying.
Facts. Yeah. I hate when people say that. Oh, you look just like your daddy. Well, I would hope out of all the people in the world that have ever existed, that would be one of the two people I look just like.
I would hope so.
People say it like it's so amazing. You know who you look like? I'm like, let me guess. One of the two people that made me, right?
Yeah.
So the copy of that CD you burned sound just like the other CD. Amazing. Amazing how things work out.
Oh, man.
But listen. Oh yeah. Okay. So as I was saying in the beginning of the show too, man, shout out to the homie Cosign. He came through yesterday and we cooked up for a long time. It's always great to collaborate. Since the pandemic has been going on, it hasn't been a whole bunch of one-on-one collaborating with, I'm guessing, just about anybody. Yeah. So I think this was one of the few times in recent time I got to actually collaborate and do it over an extended period of time because it was hours and hours and hours. Right. And it felt good, bro. I'm not going to lie. It felt good. And it made me realize, too, collaboration is essential because you'll get trapped in your own world and not even necessarily like you'll think bad things or you'll get into bad habits. That could happen too. But it's good to have other people involved, get other viewpoints, other suggestions, because I don't know about you all, but it's been times, even when like you and I have collaborated, if there'll be an instance where you might have gone back and forth with yourself over a certain decision or a certain thing, but having another person there like, oh,
right. Like, oh, that's crazy. You be like,
right.
oh,
And
I
then
guess.
you could do the same. Yeah. That is fire. And I didn't realize how much I missed that aspect of it.
Bro, I feel like that was part of the reason why I don't want to say like down with making beats, but I had that long spurt of not making beats. Is because I got so at one point in my life, all I did is make beats by myself, right? And it's just like in the crib. But then once I started like going to the studio, and then it's always like 5 people in the room making beats, that energy is hard to replace. It's for me now, it's hard to make beats by myself all the time because it's like after a while, I'm just like, I don't got that energy. But like that post club, you slightly drunk, you go to the studio and you make beats energy is unmatched, dog. Like I love that vibe, and not, you know, the whole pandemic stuff, not really being able to do that kind of threw off the vibe a little bit. So, you know, I'm ready to start hitting the studios and stuff a little bit more, man. Start getting back out there and interact with people. Because I feel like that's what it's about. That's what music is, you know. Everything's a collab, man. That's when you get the best stuff.
Yes, sir. Another thing too is you may be sleeping on certain things that you're good at. Other people will point them out when you collaborate. Because like when you by yourself, you might be like, damn, I kind of killed that or whatever, but you'll get into your own routine and you'll be doing things that could be potentially amazing. Like you could be doing something that no one's ever done in the world, but you don't have the foresight, insight, any sight to actually see what you're doing until somebody points it out. So it's just it's the small things about collaboration that aren't mentioned enough that I really appreciated last night.
Yeah, shout out to Cosign. Oh, yes, I'm back on YouTube. I dropped a video today, man. Go to theproducerkit.com. I'm talking about collaboration and how the whole YG placement that just came out that I produced on came about. So yeah, I'm back making content, man. I found an editor, so it's been going a lot smoother. And first video back talking about the placements. So if you want to hear about, you know, little tips about collab and getting placements, go check that joint out.
Got it. Let's see. Someone says Dropbox collab or Zoom calls for collab. Hey, you could do both. If you can't get the in-person collab jumping off, any of those is better than no collab, I would say. Right. Yeah.
I wonder, because you remember Splice originally, that's what it was. It was a collab thing.
Yeah. That kind of fell by the wayside. I wonder why. Was it a technology, like a shortcoming of the technology at the time, or what? Because even now, just mentioning it, like, wow, that sounds like a great idea. If you could collaborate in real time virtually with somebody. And there were a few other companies and platforms that attempted to do that. And I wonder why none of them actually took off in that space.
I've seen the new ones pop up lately, but I don't think they've like quite got it. I have seen people do the Zoom and then you use another program for the audio to make sure the audio is like everything is in sync. There's ways to work around it, but it's still kind of glitchy, I think. And it's not, you know, it's a lot of factors, your Wi-Fi and all that stuff, like, you know. But I know they wish they would have stuck with it with all this stuff going on.
Oh yeah, they would have been geniuses. But what is it that, because even though people hear about it and it sounds great and it's functionally awesome, I don't really know anybody that tried to jump on it when it was new. It seems like one of those things, like, you know how sometimes you can have a great idea and everybody can say, wow, that would be dope, I really want that. And then it comes to market and everybody's like, I'm good.
Yeah, it ain't that great.
Yeah, it kind of seems like that, but I don't know. I think it could be a company that could get it right, really nail it. And I believe it's in the near future. I mean, technology is only getting better.
So I'm seeing people say satellite sessions is one. I gotta check it out.
Yes. Quintendo say your setup got that summertime in Miami vibes.
Hey,
that's a fact. That is a super fact. Yes, sir. You look like you're working at one of them co-working spaces.
It's the art, it's the paint. That's what it is. The paint. Hey. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Young artsy boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I think I sold a few people on the Korg Micro too over the last couple of weeks.
For real?
Yeah. In case you don't know, the Korg Micro sampler, one of the best samplers ever created. If you can find one online, I suggest you get it. That's just my plug for them because I'm such a I ain't gonna, I'm a bit of a hype beast when it comes to that sampler. But everybody I put onto it, they really seem to love it. So if you can find one and you're into samplers, go ahead and get it.
What they hitting for now?
The price still ain't too crazy. I've seen the price go way up. I've seen them for like $750, but now it kind of went back down. You can catch like one for $350, maybe even like $275 in certain instances, because people that have them, they kind of sleep on it. They don't know how to. I don't know. It's just one of the things that's underappreciated until either someone explains it to you and then you get it, or you just know what to do when you get it.
So you got 2 of them, don't you?
Yes, I have 2 now. I've had as many as 4 at one point, but I still got 2.
my dog got Guitar Center in the back.
I used to love it. I know Tim had like 4 or 5 too back in the day. And we just have them joints lined up on a table, just full of sounds.
Yeah, I'm about to buy some equipment, man.
Come on, man.
I've been wanting to buy something.
Go ahead and get it. Somebody's Beats by Genius. I appreciate it. He says, "Yo, Oracle Digital Wax." And then I'm petty. I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fire emojis.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Oh, wait, maybe 7. Anyway,
7.
Appreciate
7. I was like, are my eyes tricking me?
No.
7.
No, that was me. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. So,
dang, bro. How you feeling about the Joe Budden podcast without no Rory and Maul, man?
Man, you got about 72 hours to fix this.
Bruh. I tried to listen to that last episode. I was like, this is horrible.
Yeah,
bring back Rory.
Yeah, in all seriousness, man, it's a little rough because that chemistry, it just can't be beat. And shout out to Ice and Savon for holding down Joe. You know, they just there, just going with the flow. They obviously are not trying to replace Maul and Rory and all that good stuff. But yeah, they gotta get the guys back, bro, because
it's weird.
Yeah, it's not really popping right now. I don't know exactly what happened. I feel like Joe tried to explain it without saying too much, and kind of left me feeling like I don't really know anything.
Yeah, he just rambled for a minute.
Yeah, he did. He got it in. He got it in. I was like, way to dance. He did explain a little bit, but for the most part, kind of danced.
Oh, so did you watch the latest Verzuz, the Raekwon and Ghostface? Did you watch that?
Yes.
How was it?
Now, for me, it was one of the greatest ever. That should come as no shock to anybody that follows the show or knows me. But I mean, it's Ghostface and Raekwon. If you're into that type of music or wherever into that type of music, you had a great time. Now, as far as it being a versus, it's exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's more or less them performing their songs. I mean, they did keep it competitive, the way they talk to each other and all that, but it was just great to see them. So much so, me, Rich, and the homie Q had like a versus party, a 3-man versus party. It was, we were really appreciating it. So that dope.
I was disappointed in one thing.
What?
That I didn't see the giant eagle gold bracelet that Ghostface be rocking. I wanted to see that, bro. It's like I feel like it's not Ghostface without that, bro. And it's just like when I tuned in for a second and he didn't have it, and I was like, come on, bro. That's the one thing I was tuned in for. As a kid, bro, I wanted one so bad, bro.
Yeah, I think he was like, I gotta move around. I can't move. That joint is for like photo shoots only. That joint
got
is like
bad shoulder because
that joint is like a train on a wedding dress. Like you can't wear that wedding dress everywhere,
bro.
It's gonna get ruined. You can't function in that.
Yeah. It looked cool though. I think I was moving around, so I didn't get to check it out. But it looked cool. Did you see the next one is the Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Yeah. I don't know if I I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I got a 5-button Easter suit to watch that in.
I text Oracle. I was like, this joint better be sponsored by Crown Royal. If it ain't sponsored by Crown, it's like It's like the requirement. You got to listen to it in the Cadillac. You got to find a Cadillac and sit in there and listen to the verse.
That's a fact. No, that's gonna be a pimped out affair. Everybody call your uncles on that night. They're gonna be super hyped. It's gonna be cool. You gonna watch it?
I mean, maybe if it's just Easter and I'm with the family, and then it's like had that in the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I might check it out. What is it, tomorrow or next week?
I think whatever Easter is, I think it's next week.
Next week. Yeah. I didn't know that was the Easter joint. Yeah, it's next week.
I just want to. I hope. Dang, Ronald Isley can't do
Nah.
The R. Kelly went. Come on, bro. Dang.
Yeah, R. Kelly ruined. He ruined that for a lot of people, man.
Low down, dirty woman.
Fact. Who y'all got winning? Earth, Wind, and Fire versus Ozzy Brothers. Who y'all got?
It's two different vibes, bro. That's like a weird. I feel like Earth, Wind, and Fire is like. I mean, they dope. Don't get me wrong. But when I think of Earth, Wind, and Fire, I think about me being in marching band and playing September and like Hold 32, Move 8. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Isley Brothers more on some. My uncle was probably high and I'm a kid and I don't know that they smoking weed and it's a cookout somewhere. You know what I mean? Like
Isley Brothers seem like is more like there's a little bit more in the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna have to go Isley Brothers, but you know, I mean, two legendary bands. A better matchup for Earth, Wind, and Fire would have definitely been cool in the game. But hey.
Ooh. What a stylistics at. Delphonics, pull up.
Slow down.
Drop that Bet You By Golly Wow on y'all. What y'all gonna do?
You know what? I'm not fucking with you today. Somebody said Missy, Buster for sure. Did you see Tim on the Breakfast Club talking about that?
Oh, I didn't see it, but I saw the clip with the Usher and the Chris Brown.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one.
Yeah, it's tough, bro. Because I feel like Usher, his catalog, I don't want to say it's slept on, but it's kind of slept on. Like, I feel like present Usher, like the recent stuff isn't hitting as much as like Chris Brown's recent stuff. But like classic Usher, like he could just play Confessions, bro, and anything off Confessions, and he's going, that's like it's competitive, you know what I mean? Off of just that one album.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, it's a little tough.
Both of them are great, but Usher just got more of an OG type of credit that you would give him. Not saying that Chris Brown is kind of an OG in his right, but compared to Usher just has a little bit more of that OG credit. And if you're going to consider them evenly matched, like a lot of people do, then that's when that type of extra credit comes into play. So
Quintino brings up a point. He says Chris Brown doesn't have a lot of impact shifting songs. I feel like Chris Brown might have more, like, I don't want to call them hits, but you get what I'm saying? Like those more like in the club, like, oh, I remember that. But Usher got like the hits, like them. Yeah. Like even like, bro, what's that joint? Superstar, bro. Like I love that record, bro. Like that ain't even a single. Woo. That's just like an album cut and one of my favorite records.
That's a street single right there,
bro. Yeah. Anything off that album, dog, slap.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with Usher on that because Usher was also a different time. Like people were still like going like Diamond at that time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like it was a lot. And Chris Brown kind of came in to me at the end of that era. Mm-hmm. And that gets back to our conversation that we used to talk about, like when's the last time someone made like a bona fide like smash hit, like a hit record. And Usher was in that time of people were still making hit records. And Chris Brown had some hits, but it was at that time when that was kind of fading out. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would be interesting though. I mean, I would love to see it. But
I'm there for it.
Abram said, "Bad Girl, bro. You could play Bad Girl right now. It's going stupid, bro."
Let's give Chris Brown some credit. What Chris Brown songs would you play that like Usher don't have nothing for that?
I'm trying to think. See, and it's different. It's wild too because I feel like I relate more to the Chris Brown some of them songs because the age thing. Right. Like one, I'm from Virginia. I'm from near where he grew up at. You know what I mean? And then we're like the same age, so it's like Quintino just said, "Kiss Kiss," incredible song. Even Yo, like that, bro, slap, bro. You know what I mean? Like he got ones where I'm just like, run it. But I don't know if it's for me, it's like sentimental value or is it like a hit? Like I'm biased on that one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know how to judge it. But I do know those Usher records are like smashes, bro.
Yeah.
I can still play all those Usher records DJing like it never left. But some of those Chris Brown ones, it's got to be a certain pocket to play those.
Yeah.
And get away with it.
I feel like Usher will have an answer for every Chris Brown song, but the same might not be said for Chris Brown. Like, for instance, Chris Brown has some of probably the most amazing features. But I figure even if he does play an amazing feature, like Usher will have an equally amazing feature to play too.
Yeah.
That would feature someone else that's like on the same like super GOAT status. Like Usher's like, oh yeah, this is me and Mariah Carey. Even though I don't know if I don't think they ever did a song together. But it would be like somebody that's a super GOAT that like also sold 10 million albums in their first week type deal. You know what I mean? So Usher's features would even be in better company than Chris Brown's features.
Dog, I was on my daughter, she always wanted to like put on TikTok the little filters. And they got one, it's like the little clown mask. And dog, the whole day I would put that joint on and act like that. Is it My Way? When they like, it's like Usher with the little clown. Dog, the whole day. That's all I could. I got like 10 videos of me doing that joint, bro. I was like, yo, I gotta chill, bro. But that, bro, those are the MTV Jam days, bro. I remember just sitting in my living room watching them joints.
That's a fact.
Thinking I could dance.
Facts. Beats from Knock, what up, bro? That's the homie. He said Run It was one of the dopest joints. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was one of the first joints.
I do think it's a good matchup because Beats from Knock, he brings up Usher and will.i.am. Oh my God, was fire. But then Chris Brown got Forever, which is like a smash, but I don't think it's not our urban smash. I hate that word urban, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's not like the streets smash, but like mainstream, like that joint's in the office, bro. Like,
oh yeah,
people love that record, dog.
Facts. Let's see, we got a question here. Let me post that joint from Prentice. I can only read them here because we got the other thing on. Would you buy more tape machines, Oracle? Yes.
Don't ask him that.
Now that you mentioned, I should probably buy one.
Yeah, I was about to say he about to go.
It's a couple of Tascam joints I want. Now, would I buy more reel to reels? Probably not. I think I'm good. I got like 4 reel to reels. But I would buy more cassette tracking joints, like a good old like classic Tascam, like the old Porter Studio type joints. But my thing is, when it comes to stuff like that, I'm a little different because I want a real shitty one. Like I like the joints that like barely have any features. They're gonna kind of they're gonna kind of get wonky on you real quick.
Check engine light is on. You like them?
Yeah. I don't like, because there was a time like when it was those cassette trackers, and then right before it went into like the digital tracker joints, they would have the cassette ones that major stuff sound way clean. Like it was super clean, had all the, had buttons and lights and all that type of stuff. I'm like, nah, I want this joint with the old school time that be running like the odometer in your car, in the old car. Those are the joints that sound the best. And that's the type of equipment. I have certain types of equipment that I don't mind it breaking down a little bit. Not like becoming completely unusable, but like the motor might not keep the same time, or it might eat up the occasional tape or something like that. I like stuff like that, so I would get more of those.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess we can finish up with the Verzuz talk before we go into something else. Did you see Dr. Dre backed out of Verzuz because of Teddy Riley?
No, I didn't see that, and that sounds really interesting. Look, I'm in the audience with everybody else now. You explain that to me, because that sounds crazy.
So, what I know from Dr. Dre, and every time somebody brings up Dr. Dre, is that sonically he's like a perfectionist, right? And apparently, the bad sound with the Teddy Riley one, he didn't want no parts after that. Which is, I mean, it's understandable because he did become a meme. You know what I mean? Teddy Riley was like the sonic guy, and then the sound quality was so bad that everybody was like cracking on him. So I could see how that could mess something up, but it still sucks.
Yeah, at the same time though, I'm like, Well, number one, when is the last time we've had any problem close to that with a Verzuz? It's been a minute. Like those problems have been alleviated. And even though that happened to Teddy Riley in that moment, no one took any credit away from him for being a sonic perfectionist or being great at that. That was just a moment in time where he had bad sound on a platform that, let's face it, like no one's really has to play music like that with a band over Instagram. Like it was just one of the moments, like it was hard to get good sound, especially at the time. I don't think that that's a reason. Everybody got their reasons, but I to me, that's not a reason to back out. Like if anyone could sound great, it's gonna be Dr. Dre. And like I said, now they got it. So there haven't been any sound issues that I'm aware of since around that time, bro.
And also what made the Teddy thing so funny is that he had the keyboard and he had choreographed performance and the dude dancing in the back. It was just the whole ensemble of everything. I'm still convinced that Babyface set him up because I still believe that the delay was coming from Babyface side. And it was just a master plan. He was playing chess, you know what I mean? Everybody else was playing checker. He's like, I'm about to get him out of here.
Babyface is sitting there. Everything's fine on my end. Causing the problem the whole time. Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. Everything sounds good. Listen to my guitar.
He got a dude in the background just turning on the speaker so it feeds back wide. Got him.
Yo. Are they doing a rematch?
They are. I don't know how I feel about that one either.
They already did a rematch. I seen y'all like 3 times. I seen the original one that went bad. Then y'all had the rematch. And then I seen Avion Crockett and Spice Adams do y'all. So I seen y'all 3 times.
Oh, yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Busy said it's not showing us on Instagram. Yeah, they be hating, bro.
Yeah, they do.
I ain't gonna front, bro. I really want to try to figure out a way to not move off Instagram, but like, because I feel like it's still kind of a handicap.
Yeah, I feel like it should be like an extra thing. It used to be the only thing. Now it's equal to, we got the Zoom, the YouTube, and the Instagram. But I feel like it should be like just like an extra joint. Like if you want to check it here, then you can check it here. The one thing that's dope about Instagram is that we get the question. We get more questions on Instagram than YouTube at the time. For now, we do. But I think we just have to do a push to promote more to get people to go to the YouTube.
LA plug. If you keep spamming, I will. I'm just gonna keep ignoring you. Come on, bro.
Yeah, bro. Come on. You gotta fall back, bro.
You're 14, so I'm gonna give you the pass, bro. But
you got it. Yeah,
you're being the guy. Don't be the guy.
You gotta relax, bro. You gotta relax for sure.
Let's see. Axe Black. This is how you know somebody know you.
That's Black, a fact.
When we had to install those VSTs on Polo's Nico.
Bruh. Okay. Shout out to my man Beats from Knock. That is a great story. So first of all, Beats, Knock, he used to work at the old studio in Baltimore. He ended up moving to Atlanta, like many of us did. And I used to install stuff, maintain, and just overall like service the Nikos for Timberland and Polo. Mainly because for me to do my job as a sound designer, I had to work around how the Nikos used to always break down. So I spent a quarter of my time fixing the Nikos just so I could be a sound designer and put sounds on them.
That's wild.
But anyway, so there was a time during a buying spree, and we got just a whole bunch of new stuff. Called musicians with Polo. We just ordered a whole bunch of stuff, and we got some new Nikos and all that. I was tasked with installing the VSTs on that Nico. And I remember just the years of installing VSTs gradually over time on the one that he had, not to mention some of the VSTs that were already on there. So I was like, listen, I am going to need some help because I had other things going on too. I still had to do sound design and all that. So I called Knock. He came to the crib. This is back when I lived in the condo. He came to the crib and I was like, bruh, I appreciate you. Can you help me install some VSTs on this Nico? I think it might have been the gold joint too.
Ooh, classic.
Bruh, at the end of it all, first of all, Knock was at my crib for a whole day, if not more than a day. At the end of it all, 752 VSTs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Bruh,
Now, granted, some things did come bundled.
Right. Still.
But dog, 752 VSTs.
Right. At some point, you just be like, all right, bro, I got enough.
Yeah, it was a lot. I probably still have that hard drive. And it was some dope free VSTs that people slept on. That was back when I was just like finding every VST in the world. And having a lot of VSTs seemed to be like the shit to me. Not anymore. I probably got about a good 15, 20 VSTs on my joint right now. But yeah, we need 752.
We need to pitch a show to TLC, and we're gonna call it Hoarders, but it's the producer edition.
That'd be fire.
And we just gonna go up to people and just like look at their plug-in list. I got a homie that he's like a plug-in collector, bro. He got so many. He might got it beat, bro. He might got the 7-something beat. I'm like, bro, like, why do you need this, bro? You ain't use this plug-in. It don't even open no more. Why do you still have it on your computer?
Just to look at the list.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, that joint stressed me out. Like, I gotta clean my joint out. I gotta have like only what I use, favorite it, and keep it like that. Cause scrolling through all that trying to find one thing, I'd be like, bro, this is this hurts my eyes.
Dog, the menus would just be like bloop, 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 just trees of menus and lists. The whole screen would just be filled up. It was nasty, bro. It was super nasty. Long gone are those days. But yeah, shout out to you, Knock. I appreciate you. I forgot all about that joint. Jeez.
Flight School said, any hits made off the Nico though from anyone? Boy.
Oh, what?
Boy.
A lot, bro. Just yes. To answer your question in short, yes. I'm not even gonna sit here and just start to try to think about it and rattle off the list of hits, but yes, a whole lot of hits were made on Nico's. Yeah.
It's crazy. This studio I go to in LA, I think you know where it's somebody's house, but it's like a studio, and that's the MIDI keyboard they have. It's like a MIDI keyboard. It's slash. They got like a little section where they use it as an ashtray. It's wild, bro. It's very wild. It's like disrespectful to the Nico, but you know, hey, yes. Whatever.
Yes. Oh, hold on. Let's see. So dropping it off, I forgot you even went to the studio with me to drop it off. Appreciate it. So when dropping it off, we went to the studio. His engineer was pulling up the drums for Forever Record. Yeah, that was the Chris Brown joint.
Oh yeah. Was it King that was the engineer?
Nah, I think the engineer was. Damn, I forgot who it was at that time. Was it Donnie Scance? Because Scance was engineering.
Oh, yeah.
Man. Shout out to Scance, man.
Scance is so cold, bro.
My goodness, bro. You talk about a GOAT.
Yeah, it's so weird how everybody in B Cox's family is really good at making beats. They're all related and they're all really good. And Brian, all like
Scance, JP,
Kendrick Dean. They're all like first cousins. They're all like super good at making beats.
Yeah. Wow.
It's like their family reunion, just a studio session.
It ain't on them, it's in them. That's a fact. Yeah. Let's see. Any hits made up Nico. Yeah. It was a lot. He was putting the Forever drums on another track. Yep. Wow.
Hey, man.
Yeah, man. Those are some good. Juice might have been his engineer because that was just his engineer.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Juice. He became
Esther Dean's
engineer, and then became Nicki Minaj's engineer. Yeah.
Juice is good people. I knew him from Zach's.
100%.
Him and Bills. You know Bills, don't you?
No, I don't know. I don't think I know Bills.
You probably know if you see him. But yeah, I knew all of them.
Facts. Yeah, Quintero said eyeballs got carpal tunnel. That's a fact. I used to hate going on that joint to try to pull up a VST. I don't even know where my joint. I had a Nico. I don't even know where that joint is now.
Aren't they? Oh, is it Open Labs? They're back making like plugins and stuff right now.
I hope not. I hope not. And I'm not gonna get into my Open Labs story, but it's owned by a different person now than it was back then.
We need like how ESPN got the 30 for 30. We need one of those for like music companies. And I feel like that Open Labs one would be a great one because that's a wild story.
Ooh, that story is super wild. Oh, and you're right. They did go to making plugins, and they attempted to come out with a DAW. It was kind of a simplified DAW called Stage Light.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the new owner, they wanted to change the image, and it wasn't about hardware, it's about software. And they came out with two products when they launched. It was the Linkin Park sound pack and the Timberland sound pack. And I made the Timberland sound pack.
The Linkin Park sound pack sounds so wild.
Bruh, listen.
In the end, it doesn't really matter.
But it was good for me because in my mind, since I was making the entirety of the Timberland sound pack, I'm like, oh, it's me competing against Linkin Park. And I was motivated. I'm like, it's me competing against all the Linkin Park. Well, essentially, it might have just been me competing against somebody that Linkin Park hired to do Linkin. I don't know what was in their sound pack, but man, you can tell me I couldn't beat Linkin Park. Like, I'm gonna show those guys what's up.
Take that, Mike.
Watch. Gonna go hard. Gonna make this joint, and no one's gonna buy either one of these joints.
Oh man.
Yeah, that joint was kind of that sound pack was kind of tough. I had a lot to prove.
I feel like that was like kind of right when we started kind of like working is around that time.
Probably.
Because I remember you doing that joint.
Probably. And wait, speaking of Poe's engineer at the time, it might have been Jay. Might have been Jay. Jay was crazy. There the longest during my tenure.
Dang, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Good Times. Hold on, we got another question here. Let's see, 94 West. How do I release a remix of a major artist vocals over my beat? I know I can't, and it won't let me see the rest of the question. So basically, how do I release a remix of a major artist vocals over my beat? Trizzer, as someone who has done this successfully and unsuccessfully with the DSPs being against you, what would you suggest?
Don't do it.
That's pretty much what I thought you was going to say.
Yeah.
But why?
Because, I mean, it's a way, I'm pretty sure, what is it, Creative Commons? It's a way you could do it, bro, but I ain't gonna front. I've got flagged every time. That's why I stopped doing remixes. Unless it's like a artist that's kind of like in the tuck. That's not like, if you do a Rihanna joint, ain't no way you getting that off, bro. Like, if you put that on SoundCloud, they snatching that joint off, bro. Like, if you put Rihanna in the title, it's getting snatched off. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And but like, you know how like Kate Renata, he did a remix to this song called Latrell called House Party, right? Which if you know like the Neptunes, you know who she is, but it ain't like a major, it's not like labels are like going after that joint. So those joints you can kind of finesse because ain't nobody really checking for those records, even though they're kind of hits in their own way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like if you're doing like a Chris Brown or Rihanna, even like playing music on Instagram streams now is tricky. That's why I don't DJ on stream no more. Anything with copyrighted music is now starting to get way more trickier to deal with. So I ain't gonna front. I would avoid it. I feel like it is a way. I would have to ask somebody. Maybe is Ponzu in here? I thought I saw Ponzu. Ponzu might know because he does a lot of remixes and stuff like that.
I would say it's worth researching how to do it. It's fun and I love to see people do it, but I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get why labels want to shut that down.
I know you can't make money off of it. I know that's the key thing. It's some way you got to do it. So it's like they still collect the money off of it.
Yeah. I mean, and that's fine. Like, yeah, I wouldn't take money for it. But I mean, like as a label, I'm like, you're promoting my artist or my song or whatever. It's free promotion.
Ponzu said, man, I definitely ain't doing no top 40 remixes unless it's official. Yeah. Yeah, I just stay away, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I did one remix on I did a Meek Mill remix, and it was on my SoundCloud that I haven't been to in years. I don't even know if that joint is still up. It was so long ago, bro. Yeah. But that's it. That's the only one I ever did. But you know how Oh, I know you did. Your shit was rocking. I'm not even gonna lie. You had some fire remixes.
I had a bunch, bro. I miss doing the remix. I love remix and stuff, but it was too much trouble, man. Like the reason why I have a new YouTube is because I got 2 strikes from remixes. And I think if you only can get 3. And I was just like, bro, I'd just rather start over. I ain't really had no followers on there like that. I mean, it was decent, but not enough to where it's like, I just start over, bro.
Yeah.
And start clean.
Yeah, I get it. Last night, even during the collab, because you know how we do with the acapellas and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So we collabed and I threw on, you know, the acapellas, they just ready to go and they work with everything. They work all the time. And even Cosign was like, damn, shit that you doing with these acapellas is amazing. And I'm like, I want to do like a whole set of that, but I'm a little scared too, bro. I think I could get away with it on Instagram just based off of some of the acapellas I'm using, but I'm not really trying to do that.
The acapellas is easy because I feel like it's just like how when you Shazam something, it's that little code. Mm-hmm. When it's just the acapella, you can get away. But when you upload, if you put that artist in there, they'll go back and scan through and find it and see if it's anything copyrighted. Because I did one for this Rihanna. This is what you came for, and it died. I was getting hella plays for it, and then they snatched my drink down, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. It's crazy how, bro, I got banned off. I got banned on Twitter for a tweet that I said 6 years ago, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I basically said death to men wearing Uggs 6 years ago, right? I forgot that I even said it. Me reading, I was like, oh, that sounds like something I probably would say. And if y'all know me, I'm saying it in a joking way, but
right.
6 years later, they done found it and they deleted my Twitter. I had to do all this stuff to get back. So I'm back, but I'm striked up, man.
They like, listen, our fact checkers are running a bit behind, but we'll get you.
No, yeah.
Yeah, even 6 years later, we're gonna get you.
Yeah, so be careful out here in these streets. They will go back and find something.
Facts. Flight School says, where's a good place to find acapellas? Funny enough, YouTube.
Yeah, I was about to say YouTube.
Yeah, that's the best place now.
And then what is that joint? Was it RX8? Sometimes you can get that. Strip. Yeah, sometimes you can get some good ones off of that joint.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's the like the DIY acapellas, make your own, but YouTube is a spot. Yeah, you're gonna get a lot. Thanks for answering my question. Hey man, no problem. That's what we do.
No doubt, bro.
That's what we do.
Do you ever think the remix era will come back? Like, I mean, I feel like Hitmaker kind of did it, but I used to love how, like, for example, the Little Mo Superwoman, and then it's the Superwoman Part 2. Yeah. I loved how they would drop a ballad and then they would remix that song and make it into the club version of this. I loved that. Was like the greatest part of like that bad boy era of that's like, because depending on what kind of vibe you're in, you could switch between the ones, you know what I mean?
That's a fact.
And man, I miss that time of like remix, but I feel like the laws are so strict on copyright and law, remixing now, it's going to be hard for that to come back. But
yeah, the music industry sometimes, well, it seems like they're imposing so many rules that it's hard to let the music industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of it would benefit labels and all of that, but I don't know. It's too many roadblocks. But what you're talking about when you have the ballad and then remix into the club joint, that was a great era. And I think the song that just like personifies that the most is SWV Anything.
Oh God.
Anything was, not only was it like a super slow, sexy ballad type joint, it was a interlude kind of on the album. It was an interlude, and then they did the remix that just became one of a cult classic, just like a super hit. But that song was like, wow, you started with this and then you flipped it to that. That's perfect for every occasion, because I actually loved both of them. I kind of like the slower one the most. I used to listen to it over and over and over again, but I mean, they killed it. They killed it with that.
Yeah, and this is some super futuristic. I'm still learning about NFTs, blockchain. But do you think that's something in the future that like the blockchain could solve, right? Because say, for example, you'd be like, all right, I'm going to apply for this use for this song, and then I'm going to set it so I'm not going to profit off of it, the label, and then I'll give all the credit, and it's written in the blockchain, right? So it's a proof, it's accountability instantly of what's going on through it. Do you think that like it's like that would be like a way that people could implement that? I mean, I know it's like far in the future, but I'm thinking that might be a way that in the future you could start doing stuff like that.
I think so. Well, okay. I think it would work, and I think it makes sense, but I don't think labels will go for it.
That is true.
I think labels just going to be labels going, nope, anything short of streaming it off the thing or buying it off such and such, we not having it. Even if it makes perfect sense, even if it benefits us in the end, We are who we are, and we're just not having it. Especially, we're not having any idea that we didn't think of.
It's wild too because it's so many songs, but a remix makes the original song better. Like Saint John, he got that was it Roses, bro. The remix is bigger than the original. I had never heard the original song until later. I thought the remix was the original song.
It's a ton of songs like that, bro. Mm-hmm. It's a ton of songs. I've had songs that I did the remix on, and the remix was bigger than the original song. Or like you said, no one's even heard the original.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah. So, man, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. By the way, speaking of SWV, you see SWV versus Escape.
Yeah, I'm SWV all day, bro.
100%.
I love me some Coco. Coco is like, dog. 12-year-old me, you couldn't tell me nothing about Coco. I would fight you over Coco, dog.
That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. I was so into them. I rotated my SWV crushes.
You couldn't really go wrong.
Nah. You come around like, yeah, I think I'm in a Taj this week.
Next week, we gonna see how I'm feeling.
How's Lily doing? Go check on Lily.
Yeah, Escape it's cool. It didn't really resonate. For some reason, SWV I could vibe with. Escape, I know songs from them, but I was never like, oh, this joint is like slaps. They got good songs, don't get me wrong, but it was never like, let me go listen to Escape. I would sit and listen to SWV.
Yeah, that's a fact. I think Escape was more they had a stronger female audience. Even though everybody knew them and everybody rocked with them, SWV just seemed to be more widely accepted. Because even if you look at, I don't know too much about people that were featured on Escape remixes or anything like that, but look at SWV with the whole Wu-Tang feature, and they used to do shit like the Michael Jackson Human Nature sample. Like they were just they were kind of more of a hip hop type of R&B group. Yeah, Pharrell on the vocals. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I'm going SWV all day.
The Neptune's first placement is Use Your Heart, Not Your Mind. SWV.
Yep. And that was fire.
Slap, bro.
Fire, bro. Yeah. All right. Cool. Did you see the clip that I posted about how Cisco lost some ownership?
Oh, I saw that, bro. I keep meaning to watch that whole video. It seems interesting.
Yeah. Shout out to my brother Tim Kelly in the video, because him and Tim and Bob, they produced the thong song. But in short, the line "Living La Vida Loca" and the way he sang it got the claim started, and whoever wrote the Ricky Martin joint came for that bag, boy. They got the bag,
and he didn't clear first, so they got him.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I forgot the story, but I think he thought it was cool. They had a relationship or something like that. Listen, man, you and somebody could be cool, but when they see that you're making a super bag off of something that has a little bit to do with your creativity, all that coolness go out the window. It's time to go to the bank.
And the part of it is that part makes the song in a way. Because that's the part that I always remember as "Living La Vida Loca." Yep. If it was like, I feel like a line that wasn't as important, they probably could have got away with it a little bit better. But the fact that it's so important to the song, it's like, all right, bro, we got you. We about to.
And he jive sang it like the song.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was a tough one because it could have been easily avoided.
You know, another song that was like that is The Dream. He had that song. What's his name? Nate Walker wrote it. Blame It on the Alcohol.
Mm-hmm. So
it's Jamie Foxx, Blame It on Alcohol, and it's a part where they quote, it's either T-Pain or The Dream. I feel like it's in the club saying
yeah, that's right.
And I know they were like in whole litigations about that drink for years, bro, because that was such a big part of the song.
That was significant.
Yeah, so it's like, yo, you took a part of my song and made your song this like, and this is like the big part, so I need to get paid, bro. I know they dealt with that for years, bro. And that's,
you know what the outcome was?
I think they ended up selling it, but he got paid. Yeah. They got some of that pub. They went in there.
Slim, I can't be mad at that. That was very important to that song. It was obviously from that other song that was popping at the time still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't even know if the Ricky Martin song was popping when Thong Song came out, but you know, it was still a hit song. So
that's what I wonder how much. I know Kodak is eating off that Cardi B record because Bodak Yellow is still going crazy, and she literally took the song is called Bodak Yellow. Like she, you know what I mean? She took the whole thing.
Facts.
I'm sure the producer got some publishing too. Dang, I ain't even think about that.
Had to.
Oh yeah, I have no idea who homie is, but he out there living.
Had to. Some artists are very mindful and do not play when it comes to that. I know like Beyonce's like that.
Oh, like
if she says something in a song that's remotely tied into something, like they'll take care of that joint immediately. Mm-hmm. I remember she did something that was Outkast got paid for something. And I don't know if it was a lyric or it was something, but I remember when as soon as like it happened and it was like the thought and like this is a go, like yo, all right, somebody get on that and clear that. Certain artists don't play and they ain't got time for it. And it seems to be something that I wish every artist did, because I don't ever want to see anybody like make a whole bag and then another person gets to come for that bag. Like nah. So that should be like some type of training, or everybody needs that person in their camp that's just like checking for everything, just to make sure that you don't end up with that, because it's nothing worse than making a whole boatload of money and then next thing you know, they coming for it.
Because that Juice WRLD situation was like that. Fab Breathe was like that.
Yep.
It's a few of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that Juice WRLD thing. But nobody.
Well, you know the thing, it was two people. It was Sting, and then it was a Yellow Card. It was is Yellow Card. I feel like it's an EDM group called Yellow something, and I feel like I might be getting them confused, but it's the rock and roll group. And I feel like his verses was their melody, and then it was the Sting. So it was two people suing him over that same record.
That Sting sample, I'm like, who didn't look into that, bro? Like, it's been sampled tons of times. It's from a super mega artist. Like, I don't know, man. That to me, that might have just been cockiness or something, or the song wasn't meant to be what it turned out to be, something like that.
Is it Yellow Day? It's gonna bother me. What's
Green
the rock band? No, it might be.
There's
something about Yellow that I feel like.
Help us out in the chat if you know.
Oh, it is Yellow Card. Yellow Card. I was right.
Hey, fine.
So now, what's the EDM group? Yellow Claw. That's what I'm thinking of. Yellow Claw.
Yellow Fever.
Typhoid.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody from the Oregon Trail generation.
Yeah. I got that joint on the phone, dog. Ain't no dysentery around here, cuz.
For real?
Oh, bro, I play that joint all the time on my phone.
Damn, that was like the saddest game.
Yeah.
Your whole family has died and got trampled by oxen. Would you like to start again? Like, no, I want to go home. This is over.
You didn't have enough pelt and you got dysentery. It's like, bro.
Like, damn, nobody ever found gold or nothing in that. Man. All right. So let's see if there's anything super important to get to, because we are going to be out of here a bit early. Today.
It's gonna be a quick one today.
Yeah. So listen, we have a few more minutes actually. So if anyone has a question, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Or at least till next week.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, not forever. Yeah, just 7 days. But that's a long time to be holding on to some peace.
Yeah. You said, they took off Cisco's publishing. Yeah, man. Publishing is a tricky game, man.
That's the joint. How do you feel now? I don't even know I think we might have talked about this on the last show. How do you feel now with people trying to make the back end of a song seem more enticing these days?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Cap, right?
Yeah, I'll never believe that.
Nah. The publishing though, you'll get a lot of publishing.
I've learned my lessons. And doing a bunch of projects, like, oh, you get paid on the back end, and you get a hot little $20 ASCAP check, and you're like, bruh.
Dog. Yeah. I used to find it particularly amusing when somebody who's like just coming up, like they're nowhere on anyone's radar, but they try to pitch you on the back end. I don't really have a budget, but I can get you a lot of you get a whole bunch of points or a whole bunch of publishing or whatever. It's like, bro, you never put out anything in your life. You're totally independent. You live on my block. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
unless I believe in them. And again, it goes back to that. If I believe in you, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna work. But if it's just a business transaction, hey, bro, I need the ducats. I'm JG Wentworth. You know what I mean? I need my money and I need it now.
Facts, though. Facts. Flight School says stutter edit to anyone. I haven't looked into it.
Sounds fun though.
I gotta look into it, man. Yeah, shout out to stutter edit too.
Dang, I ain't heard stutter edit in a minute. I forgot all about that joint. I might have to pull that one back out.
That's a fact. All those types of plugins, amazing, man.
Hey, bro, Effectrix.
I was about to say shout out to Effectrix. That's like the GOAT. That's like the most widely used out of all those. And Effectrix will still get the job done today.
Oh yeah, Tornado.
Yes, sir. Yes,
all
sir.
Of them joints.
It was Artillery was another one. I think Effectrix and Artillery were kind of like the same thing, but one worked with the MIDI keyboard and the other one.
Oh yeah, dang, I forgot about that one.
Yep.
What was the other one? Glitch.
Yep, Glitch. I think they came out with Glitch too. I guess you could include Gross Beat in that conversation. Yeah, Gross Beat was like the Glitch plugin of its day. It got us 15 minutes of fame for sure.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Out of all those, though, Effectrix might have been the one. That was definitely the one.
Oh, bro! Shout out to the homie, friend of the show, man, Cam Wallace.
Oh,
did you see the news?
No, what Cam do?
He signed to Motown, man.
I did. As a matter of fact, I did see that. Yo, shout out to Cam, man. Big homie, like Trizza said, friend of the show. I think I know Cam through you. No, I know Cam through Jay, but kind of you and Jay. But anyway, man, shout out to Cam. Cam is one of the coldest people that I just feel like more people should know about. Dope artist, dope writer, dope producer. We've talked about him on the show a lot, but he's just one of those guys that does it all and does it all well. So shout out to Cam, man. Much deserved. Much deserved.
And the reason I brought it up, because it's one of those things, like Cam is like my dog, right? So I just enjoy making music with Cam. So anytime I make beats, I just send it to Cam, bro. I'm not thinking about no money. It's just like, yo, if you use it, put it out. So, bro, he just got his situation. I got 2 on this next project.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, but I did it out the love of just like, yeah, this is the homie. We gonna make music. And so, it's just cool, man, just to see how that process came together and see how hard he's been working to get to this situation and then catching a deal. And you know what I mean? And I was on a project before. I'm on 2 on the next one. You know what I mean? So it's dope, man. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Cam is fire. Cam is one of those people, like, you send him something, he's going to send something back.
Oh, yeah.
And that thing might actually turn into a situation. Yeah. I sent Cam like a handful of beats one time, and one of them ended up being like a single for some major artists. Like Cam gonna send it back.
Oh yeah, you gonna get a record.
Yeah, it's gonna be fire too. I got freestyles of Cam just like rapping over my beats, and I still listen to those today. He's that cold, bro.
Oh yeah, we got some joints.
Yeah, buddy, I can't wait to hear him.
Let's see. Y'all ever check out Unfiltered Audio? No. Sounds fun though. Yeah, sounds like something I need to check out.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Do you believe digital production is here to stay, or will analog become the main source again?
No, it's here to stay.
Yeah, it's convenience.
That's exactly where I was going with it. Yeah, convenience is always going to be here to stay, and more people can afford to get digital products. Therefore, no company is going to stop making digital products. When you make analog equipment, it's going to sound better and this, that, and the third, but it's going to be more expensive, hands down. Yeah.
The only thing, I love analog, but when it comes to tracking out and all that, all the like wiring and all that stuff, bro, that part I'm just like, bro, I could do it in the box and it saves me time. I don't have to re-record, and that part throws me off. That's where I'm like, yo, I'm all digital. Put everything in a box. That's why, but that's me. I mean, I get the benefits of rerunning stuff, but for me, it's like I got a short window to do this certain stuff. So let me do as much as I can and be as quick and productive as possible. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be a trade-off between sonic quality and convenience.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of gray area in the middle of that. And it just depends on how far you lean. We did a blog last week. You can check it out on SoundOracle.net about the pros and cons of analog gear. And a lot of people chimed in and said hybrid gear. And so I called the analog kings and homie people I know that are super analog, like EA Ski and a few other people. And they surprisingly championed hybrid gear a lot. I thought those guys were going to be like, nah, analog, nah. So they appreciate the convenience, but that's when you're further on that scale of like, I care about the sonics a whole lot more. But at the end of the day, everyone still appreciates convenience. Now it's just convenience at what cost? But if there's a low cost of convenience, I found out most analog guys will go hybrid versus straight analog if given the chance.
That's good to know. I would just assume they would be super analog. That's good though.
Yeah, I don't think I have a lot of either one, but I think I would go hybrid if I was really into that. Like all of my stuff that's analog is like weird, like tape machines and stuff like that. Like I don't have any like analog compressors and all that. I used to have a couple, but now I'm just into like wonky stuff.
I mean, even though you're into like the older stuff, you're very futuristic when it comes to, what I mean? Yeah. It's like what is it, like steampunk? Like how it's like retro, but at the same time it's futuristic. You're the steampunk of production.
That's a fact. And I love steampunk. And I hate that I love steampunk because steampunk looks corny as hell every time I see it. But I love steampunk. Just like you said, the idea of being retro and futuristic at the same time is amazing. Damn. All right, yeah. Shout out to steampunk. Shout out to Wild Wild West.
Hi man, what up, bro? Right.
What up?
We're going straight. Shout out to Cisco.
So listen, man, it's wow, he was in that joint. Wasn't that the movie where a giant spider was about to like destroy the world?
Yeah, the movie was. It's one of the greatest, worst movies ever. I watch it every time because I love Will Smith, but that movie is terrible.
Like, Slim, if you don't take a rivet or a nail out of that spider and let it fall down, like, how's that whole joint gonna take over the world? It's like,
just keep throwing water on him. He rust up. I'm like, get him out of here, bro.
Yeah. I couldn't wrap my mind around that, man. But shout out to Will Smith and Cisco. All right, man. I think we are approaching the end. Once again, guys, sorry for the short show today, but we'll be back next week. Better than ever.
Yeah, it will not be construction going on in the background next week.
As a fact. And I'll be awake too. Not gonna bullshit you. I'll be up. So what you got going on, brother?
Yo, go to theproducerkit.com. I got a new blog. You can check out my YouTube video, me talking about getting a placement with YG, the whole story behind it, what I learned from that whole situation. So go check that out. And while you're there, get some sounds. Get a little pop-up will show up and get some sounds. Oh, and I have a free kit. Some people might have it, some people might not. I'll put in my Instagram story. Just swipe up if you want that joint. Get some free sounds, man, for the free ski.
Yes, sir. Also, man, SoundOracle.net. As you know, we're doing our March Madness sale that follows the actual March Madness tournament. And if you follow the tournament, you know that they are down to 32 teams. That is round 2. And that ends tonight. So also 32 right now, you can get courses, sample packs, bundles, all that stuff for 32% off until 11:59 tonight, because the tournament changes and then they drop to the Sweet 16 and the discount also drops to 16%. So you can get it for 32% off for a few more hours, and then it's going to go to 16%. So if you know, like I know, go ahead, hit up SoundOracle.net, get some courses, get some sample packs, get all that good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. That's it. Real quick, Hi says Oracle and Trezor, you told me to put my beats online. Fuck a hard drive, and thank you. You are more than welcome, brother.
Yes, sir.
You're more than welcome. So listen, thank you for tuning in to another. Oh shit, yo, Snipe Young in the building.
Snipe Young, what up?
Damn, Snipe Young came in at the very end. Yo, Oracle percussion loops 2 is new. No, it's not new. It is slept on and highly favored though.
Oh, that's one of my joints. I ain't even okay, bro. I ain't go. I'll send it to you. I just used that joint. I used that joint and cassette drums. But what? Remember, I hit you about that project. Yeah. So I used them. I was like, I know Oracle got some joints, some drums like that. I used that for that. Yeah,
for sure. And Trizzy Track did a live cook up last week where he used those. Kit, both of those kits actually, and a few other kits, and it was fire. It made me go back and revisit Oracle percussion loops too. So one of my favorites. Nicholas Quirk, what up? We're doing a short show today, so we about to be up out of here, guys. But thank you for everybody that tuned in.